Okay, it's Tuesday afternoon. I want to give you a little view. Now, I'm going to run a few errands. I ran into a couple friends, Danny and Jack, earlier. I want you to see the road here. Some of these videos are for some of my friends that grew up here. So you're seeing, coming back like from Jersey City to back into North Bergen. This would have been the actual route I should have taken, but it was closed. They had like a little detour. So I took a little trip to see if it was open when I leave. And I just there was just a homeless guy. You know, somebody with a little cup just 5 minutes ago collecting money in the middle of the street. I told him, I gave him some change. And I said, brother, if you want, I'll take you go eat if you want. Maybe he was a little suspicious. You know, I said, no, I do homeless ministry. I said, get in, we'll go eat. He said, I'm doing all right, brother. He said, thank you. He was nice. He said, have happy holidays. He saw, sometimes people try to pick guys up, but he kind of seen I was not that. I said, no, I'll take you just to eat if you want. Most of those guys, you know, it's addiction, and that's why they're collecting money. I know that. This is Tonnelle Avenue coming into my hometown. And this would have been right when I got off of Highway 78. I wanted to check it out. Chi-Chi liked that. White Manor. I talked about Jimmy on the video earlier. Chi-Chi. He used to like that. We used to go to White Manor and eat. Me, him, and Donna. Jack and Danny, I got to Burger King a little late, and they kind of was saying, oh, you should have been in on the conversation. They were debating, even though Danny's liberal, he's also got sometimes conservative views. So they were arguing over the Occupy Wall Street movement, but the 1%. And Danny was saying, I'm grateful that the 1% have all the money, because that was his view. He said, because if we let all the other 90, he was saying 90%, but actually he should have said 99%, but I didn't correct him. He said if the 90% were running everything, then it would be in the hands of people that didn't know what they were doing. And Jack, the cab driver, was disagreeing. And I told him, I said, you know, actually Aristotle taught that. And maybe they were discussing that because they were like, that's exactly what we were saying. Aristotle, the philosopher, sometimes when I teach on that, his view was the more educated were really created. That was like a God-ordained purpose that they should be in charge. And I've discussed that in the past, and I'm not saying I agree with the concept of the 1%. You know, should have all the power, but I said, yes, that view's been around for a long time, that some people were intended to rule and others were intended, and you'd be surprised that view was prevalent in a lot of the thinkers over the centuries. But I don't hold to that. I think in general, all humanity, it could be a little racist, that view, but all humanity has the potential to live up. Especially when sometimes you hear me talk about slavery and Frederick Douglass, who was very articulate, educated former slave who began to fight for the freedom. I want you to see some of the signs. But he escaped slavery in the South. He joined a movement, and the movement he really joined started with the white anti-slavery men who felt they had a great calling from God. And I keep forgetting the name of the one guy that was really strong. He felt he had a calling from God. He was a white man from the North, and he started a circulation of a newspaper. And that newspaper advocated for the abolition of slavery completely. And famous man, I forget the name, but I believe, and a lot of the stuff, sometimes I don't want to deal with evolution, but some of the racism came out of when evolution, Darwin and others, when they began looking at the Aborigine tribes And many of the black tribes were living as, many of the black tribes, I think I'm on the right road here, many of the black tribes were living, you know, if you see even some of the National Geographic, they were living almost like barbarians, okay? And some of the writings from Darwin and others at that time basically said, oh, I might be on the wrong one, but we'll see in a minute. Some of them said they were just uneducated and they were almost like gorillas or apes, which is, you know, obviously racist. Now, when Frederick Douglass and others, when they began having the opportunity to be educated and the opportunity to rise above, obviously any person, regardless of race or background, if they have opportunity, education, yes, they can succeed. So the little view that there's a certain class, the 1%, that is the smarter ones, I really don't hold to that view, obviously. Well, I might have gotten off, but should have stayed right there because I see a sign that says North Bergen. But I'll get off at Sea Caucus. I'm staying on, I should have stayed on what's called Tonnelle Avenue, but this exit I can get off on. And the one that I wanted to get off on I just passed, but I'll get off here, Sea Caucus. I'll stay straight. Let me stay straight. Meadowlands Complex. I've driven all these roads before, but here it's easy to kind of get lost. You get on a lot of different turnarounds when you're up in this part of this part of the country. A lot of exits for different areas. You have roads, New Jersey Turnpike, Garden State Parkway. It's a lot different here than when you're in Texas. Oh, I wanted to go straight down Tonnelle Avenue, which is called 1 and 9. But today I decided I want to get as many videos when I'm kind of talking and you can see the area. So I want to get an umbrella. That way, if I get off here, I can catch it. But if I get an umbrella, I can stand outside maybe. I want to do one from New York, you know, see the nice view of New York. I'll get off here. Get on the turnpike, you're on the toll, so you get a little view. You know, I took the earlier video that goes up up before this one. That one, see, I might turn left. You don't always know where you're going to turn. The earlier video I was mentioning last year, about a year and a half ago, me and my friend Cheech, Jimmy, he died, he passed away. We took a couple of rides like this, and I got to, I did it kind of, I have those videos still on one of the sites I have. We were driving around, Black Sabbath was playing, and Cheech, you know, we used to listen to the old rock music, that was our thing. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if I'm going to go east to 3. I'm over here right now. I'm in Sea Caucus. A lot of the roads changed. There might be a road, possibly called County Road, that will take me all the way back to Tonnelle. But I didn't want you really to see this part of Sea Caucus, but I'm on it. I'm not sure which road I'm on right now. And I don't want to go too long, not just because I've got to find where I'm going, but I don't want to go too long. I want you to see a little bit of the town. I might, once I get back to Tonnelle Avenue, and it's very close, but a lot of the roads are like this, I might open it up again, and that way I only got a few days left. here. So you might see 91st Street and stuff like that. And this is just an update for today. I want to get as many good videos of the area, and we'll do some more later. Okay? God bless everybody. Let me find my road.